Hello and welcome back, wherever you are watching this live here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. The main ground, of course, Team Tanzania taking on Zimbabwe high performance team. First innings, of course, before the heavens opened up. Team Tanzania finished their 20 overs with 103 for the loss of 5 wickets. And of course, because of the rain delay, the umpires have decided the revised target to be 60 in the next 10 overs. This was the target for the ladies, of course, in red and black, the Zimbabwe high performance team. With the new cherry there for the Tanzanians is going to be Agnes Kwele starting off proceedings of the second chase from the pavilion end. Third man in play, fine leg in play for the speedster Agnes Kwele, the under 19 star. Play says the umpire Simon Kintu. Keeping a tattoo on that occasion from Agnes Kwele. Starts off with the dot ball. The chase. Of course, I won't be alone in the commentary box. I'll be joined with the man himself was at the toss, Innocent Daula. Welcome back for the chaser.
Thank you. Small hold up in play, but rain won't play spoil sport. Got a game on our hands now. Hit very hard, straight to the fielder. Chance for a run out. She parried it. That's why they were able to come through for a single. You will be getting those graphics in a jiffy. We're back for the business end of the match, and this is exciting. Cup here will be a very big and famous cup here if Tanzania can hold on dearly. Agnes Kwele, still a teenager, coming through here. Well, she doesn't complete the delivery there. The action will warm you up. Yes, it's a cold evening here in Gahanga after a passing shower. Not really a shower. It was some rain did come down in good amounts. Some good inches of rain. Hit very hard. Beautiful shot. They'll still get one now. What happens here, Bob, is that the ground, the outfit is a little bit heavy, so they won't get the runs very quickly. Everything is hit on the ground. You can see what Nasra, is that Nasra? What she's doing, helping Agnes Kwele dry up the ball. They need to do that every delivery because the hit it in the ground, it gets soaked, becomes heavy.
Of course, well done there by Nasra, who will be opening from the other end.
Hit again, good shot there. Chieza Ndururu and Christabella Chatonzwa.
Chieza Ndururu opening the batting, of course, with her partner Christabella Chatonzwa. She's got a very good half century yesterday in that victory against Brazil. Is Chieza Ndururu, 55. They would love to replicate anything close to that innings.
The two put on a very good partnership. Now they need 58 from 56, just a run a ball. Should be easy peasy for the two seasoned campaigners here of our team Zimbabwe. They've all played for Zimbabwe. They do come from places where cricket does flow in the blood. Christabel Chatonza, shout out to your husband, Mr. Chimbambo. Chimbambo, of course, former captain of the under-19s in Zimbabwe. There, I've been lucky to do a couple of commentary gigs for the ICC with him. Jolly fellow. And Ndururu, always in and out of the senior setup of the lady chevrons. Here we are. Well, I told you, when you sign up as a cricketer, it's always a working day. Agnes Kwele, final ball of the over. Hit straight to the fielder. Chance for a run out. That will be easy. Chieza Ndururu, take a walk. The Tanzanians will be happy to see the back of Chieza Ndururu there. Once it came off the middle of the bat for Christobel Chatonzwa, she went downtown to pull. And then they set off a quick run that was non-existent. The price you pay, run out, because she had the sound of the bat and it was good, and she thought there was a chance for a run. But hit straight to the hands of the fielder, and that's why she will be taking marching orders. Look at that shot again. Shot was on, pulled by Chiesa, by Christabel. See the run out being completed there by the legend, Fatuma Omari Kibasu there. Even just a little limp in her run as she came through. One down in the opening over. It's going to be a tough one if they lose the senior players quickly like that. What the Tanzanians will look to do, Bob, is to apply pressure.
Pressure it is from those ladies. Tanzania, they've managed to pick up a big wicket. Of course, of that player of the match in yesterday's game who had to depart a little bit early in this chase. 3 for 1 after 1 as we see Nasra Saidi Nasoro coming in from the airport end with the new cherry, of course. She has lovely figures at this particular ground of 5 for naught. Her base figures
Against
Mali. Lovely shot down the ground. She doesn't need any sighters either. The new batter in, Nyash Gwanzura.
Nyasha Gwanzura there comes in and says, if you come a little too close, there is a chance for a power play. I'll send you back here. Nasra all looking to get a little warm. Look at that. There was a shimmy from her standing outside off stump. And then she went even stronger with the flashing blade. The power of Nyasha.
And of course, with that shot, they send a fielder at Udamrisho at long off, bringing the fine leg inside the ringer. Change of pace, pulled away this time round.
Does it go there to the boundary? Nyasha Gwanzura has been struggling for runs in this tournament, but today she comes with the intent, and she has started off her innings like a house on fire.
It's on fire, you say, but I'll tell you, the outfield here is going to play a very crucial part in this chaser. But again, these two, Nyasha Gwanzura and Christabel Chatonzwa, they're going to run very fast between the wickets. We've seen, of course, because of that heavy rain, it is holding is the outfield. She has a very full-packed offside Nasra Nasoro Saidi. I'm not sure why she's not bowling to her field. She has a backward point, third man point, covers and mid-off, and a long off outside the ring.
Pressure. Bob, I tell you, it's pressure. Pressure works both ways when you find yourself bowling to a free stroke making player like Nyasha Gwanzura this time round. Paris Zakayo Kamunya says, you won't run under my watch. And she stops that one. Christabel Chatonzwa and Nyasha Gwanzura, for me, hold the key in this chase. They are moving at more than 6 per over. They only need 6 every over. So, whichever you look at it, Bob, this game is evenly poised.
Absolutely, I agree with you. 10 for 1 after 1.3. You can see the intentions are clear from Gwanzura Nyasha. She came with one main purpose of trying to get those boundaries up front. It'll be very key to see how the Tanzanians are going to go by these 10 overs.
Good shot. She sizes it up nicely there. Give me Christabel Chatonzwa any day. She's muscled that one to the boundary fence. Pumping it through the covers. No chance for the two fielders. The chase is on. Chase will not be fruitful.
Very expensive over there from Nasoro Saidi, the experienced one, with on offer on that occasion. And Christabel Chatonzwa takes a liking of that one. Doesn't care about the outfield being heavy. Backing her power, of course, and timing to get her first boundary.
Nasra Saidi, how does she end this over? Tuck it, tickled round and then it's just a single. 12 runs in the first 5 balls. They've done very well to claw back from the good over Agnes Kwele bowled. Nasra, 25-year-old. Nasra, 25-year-old today and 82 days. She's playing her 32nd. She's playing her, no, this will be her 31st She's played 31 because this won't count as a T20I because of Zimbabwe's decision to go about business. But the boundaries have been coming through thick and fast. Nyasha Gwanzura saying, Christabel, what you can do, I can even do better. Pumped for 16 in that over. This is how it ended.
Have a look at that. With on offer, throws the kitchen sink at that one is Nyasha Gwanzura. There was a fielder in the deep. She cared less. Backing up, of course, that power. Look at that in the dugout, in the VIP section. A lot of Zimbabweans are coming to cheer, of course, for their side here. 16 runs coming off. Her first over is Nasra Saidi Nasoro. 19 for 1 after 2. They're moving at 9.5 runs and over.
Now they need 5. The equation comes from 6 to 5. And if you've just tuned on the live stream, it's a shortened affair here. Zimbabwe needs 60 in 10 overs. A bowler can bowl a maximum of 2. The power play will be at 3 overs. So final over of the power play coming through now. Second session estimated to start at 4 minutes past 5. It's now chance for Zimbabwe to continue adding the pressure on the Tanzanian bowling attack. And guess who is given the ball? Paris Zakayo Kabunya. She was for a very long time the vice captain of this side. The beautiful Paris there has got to make sure she bowls beautiful lines, or else she'll be sent packing. Forcing the pass there, hit straight to the legend. No runs. Nima Justin Pass, wherever she is on the field, she'll be thinking, was my 50 in vain today? My second 50 of the tournament, because she stays high up there alone amongst the top run scorers. Paris again. There is a sweeper. Nasra Saidi Nasoro. What can you do? The coming back for the second. Yes, she hesitated with the ball in hand, trying to get some power behind the throw. And that's why they're able to run through for the second. This is nice to watch. Wherever you want, you're feeling cold, just turn on your TV. This cricket will warm you up. Everyone on Gahanga, they are finding their voice as the rain came down and the heavens opened. Everyone was quite looking for an extra piece of cloth for warmth. But now, it's all about the cricket. It's the cricket that does excite us.
Oh, very good indeed. Batting from Christabel Tadozwa and Nyasha Gwanzura. I love the fact that the good balls are being turned into singles and doubles. Full on the occasion, swing and a miss. Very good comeback from Paris Zakayo Kamunya. We had a very good chat with her the other day. She told us she is the wicket taker for Team Tanzania. She's picked up, if I'm not mistaken, 70 international wickets for her side. The leading wicket taker of Team Tanzania. They would love her to produce a magical spell here for their side, of course, to yet get another victory. 21 for 1 after 2.3. Shot of the occasion, cut away powerfully. 2 is the call. They're taking on the arm of Agnes Kwere. Run out chance, wrong end. And those Campo for 2 runs, much needed. Very good running between the wickets from these two.
Paris Zakayo Kamunya, 23-year-old. She's picked up 71 international wickets for Tanzania with the best bowling figures of 4 for 7. Those were against Uganda during the World Cup qualifiers in 2023 December at Entebbe Oval. She almost broke the hearts of the natives all of Africa. Again, they are trying to force the pace. They only get 1 maximum. Tight over there from Paris so far. Only if she doesn't give away a boundary in the final ball.
Talking about a boundary, she would love, of course, to pick up a wicket. Is Paris Zakayo Kamunya. A tidy over indeed. They're giving away only 5.
This joke, Bob, we'll talk about the game of cricket. We all love Paris because she's always in charge of the PCT team when they go down Tanzania, and the commentators making sure you guys have an extra meal, the fluids in. All the guys who've done commentary in Zimbabwe will attest to that. I've been lucky to be hosted by Paris because she also works for Tanzania Cricket Association. Oh no, she strays down the leg. Commentators' cast comes Shoril. Innocent Daula says, if she doesn't go for a boundary, and she goes exactly for a boundary to end the over there. They're forcing the pace here. Tanzania and Zimbabwe are pumping them all over the park. How about if they slow down things? 7 overs to go, and they now need only 4.71. Look at the beautiful crowd. It's a weekend. The crowds are up all over the park, and in the VIP, the drinks are flowing.
Sound like you want yourself. Slowing down things, we see the introduction of Sophia Jerome, shot number 6. She's been, of course, the trump card of Team Tanzania for quite some time. She knows a thing or two on how to slow down that scoring rate. They have started off to a flyer, of course, that second over going for 15 runs, 16, I beg your pardon, from Nasra Nasoro Saidi. Sophia Frank Jerome brought into the attack. The field is spread. The field is spread right after the power play. She has a long off, long on, deep extra cover, and a deep mid wicket. A lot of gaps here on the offside for these two, Christabel Chatonzo and Nyasha Gwanzura.
Sophia Frank Jerome, a very good bowler. For me, actually, she gets little credit for what she does. She's just 21, Sophia. And look at her numbers. They say a lot. She has 38 wickets from the 29 innings in which she has bowled. Her best bowling figure is 4 for 13. She has taken very good wickets in this tournament thus far. And here she has a chance to make herself a name by claiming a big Scorpio of any of these two Zimbabwe internationals. Hit very hard. A very good stop. The throw to Sophia Frank Jerome is quick and electric, but she bears it all. We don't want to leave anything to chance. They've already lost to Uganda. Like I said, they're calling themselves HPC and emerging Zimbabwe, whatever the case it is. But it's only in name. If you look at all these players playing in Zimbabwe team, they've played for their country and they've made it proud. And they've been supported by the rest of Africa. Hit very hard to the sweeper. There won't be a second this time round. Superb backup. There is pressure on. Whoever crumbles and pushes the panic button first will fall over. For how it has been, second over was pumped, bowled by Nasra Saidi. That shifted the advantage from Tanzania to Zimbabwe after Tanzania had picked up a wicket in the first over, getting rid of the dangerous Chies and Lururu. Cut again, cut very well. It's in the gap. Nyasha Gwanzura has come out here with a sniper's rifle and she's scoring runs very quickly, shooting down Zimbabwe with every shot she plays.
And now the partnership between these two is what? A 30. Edging closer and closer to that 60.
That is in quick time. The way they are going, they look like they could even get 100 in 10 rather than 60. So, Duckworth and Lowe's stand method, giving Tanzania something to think about. Did we score enough? No, now it doesn't look like it was.
It's one of those days, of course, where you feel for Team Tanzania. The top order batters didn't contribute a lot. They keep the scoreboard ticking at these two in Nyasha Gwanzura and Christabel Tatonzwa.
Nyasha Gwanzura has been coming out, Bob, here to part with shades on. I would like you to look clearly. Is she wearing shades today? She's at the non-striker's end, and I can know she's not wearing shades. Now I can say maybe it's been the shades that have been denying her to score runs. Good shot with precision, hit to the sweeper. Not a very bad over for the standards. 7 runs from the over. I don't know what the advice is. When two batters are doing well, you don't want to be telling them too much. Look at the young ones. They've come out here, catch some of the action. Hopefully, they have permission from their parents to stay out long on a weekend. Although cricket, we all love this game. Like sometimes I tell people, I don't like cricket. I love it. I could die for it. Partnership is there for you. 32 from 18. That is quick time. They're scoring 10 runs every over. 10.5 to be exact. And now with just 4 runs needed every over. What advice do you give such batters?
Tell you, given that Nyash Gwanzura came out all guns blazing, 19 off 8, with her partner Christabel holding forth for her side on the other end, 14 off 13. There's nothing much you can tell these two batters at the crease. They would love to finish off things as soon as possible, go have a quick shower and enough rest, of course. 26 to get off 36. They just need a magical spell. And the Tanzanians. Left arm orthodox comes into the attack, and she's been driven down to deep extra cover for a quick single. They keep the scoreboard ticking at these two. And I love the fact that the Zimbabwe HPC side, they took a liking on Nasra Nasoro Saidi's first over going for 16, which makes it very easy for them getting 6 runs off the spinners.
They said here is Mwanamvua Ushanga Hamisi. Short ball dragged. And there's a misfield. Do they get 2? No, they will set off 1. There's no pressure for them to get 2 runs. All they need is just run a ball. But they look like they want to chase it in quick time. Mwanamvua, of course, now a 20-year-old former captain for the under-19s in Tanzania. She's not been playing the games. I think she came in and got a little bug. Now she's playing her first match, and guess what she finds herself into? She finds herself in the pressure cooker situation.
Not an easy skill for the spinners, especially given that the outfield is wet. Gripping that ball will be very challenging. A very good effort there from Saum Mutai at backward point.
When you don't score runs like Saum Godfrey Mutai and you find yourself in each other playing 11, all you have to do is you have to put your body on the line when fielding. And she's done that every game. And I'm telling you, the coaches are keeping faith with her. Whoever lands in her ambush going forward will tell the difference. Hamisi trying to have a grip of the ball and not being able to grip it nicely. So she will do it all over again. Here we come. Mwanamvua. Dragged short. Hit straight to the sweeper. The good bounce to the sweeper. And the good fielding there from Jennifer Gabriel Kimaro.
Good judging there from Gabriela. Picking it at the bouncer. Was hit powerfully by Christabel.
4 runs they need in the over already gotten. Now whatever they get from here is bonus, and they still have 2 balls in the over. Yeah, you are. Chance to run, they will run. Chance for run out, no. Nyasha Gwanzura sending a message to the selectors back at home, saying, yes, I may be playing for the HPC side, but my heart is with the lady chevrons. And so is Christabel Chatunzwa, wife to a very good friend of mine in Mr. Chimbambo. Shout out to you, Chimbambo. Flight on offer, no run. She gets a dot ball. A dot ball, which is good if there were circumstances, there was still 6 per over needed, but this dot ball comes when the 4 needed in the over already gotten, and they actually didn't only get 4, they get 5. 40 for 1, 5. 20 more needed in 5 overs. Easy peasy there, Bob.
Absolutely. Looks like a walk in the park here for the ladies in red and black. Zimbabwe HPC. Coming back to your point, a very good point you make of Nyasha Gwanzura, giving, of course, a very big headache to the selectors back at her country. Shows you the beauty of this Kwibuka tournament, what it brings on the table. Teams like, of course, are the HPC, Zimbabwe, making sure these youngsters showcase their talent. Sophia Jerome to continue from the airport end, cut away powerfully, not enough timing from Nyasha Gwanzura. Hard hands on that occasion. We saw last year, of course, that the emerging team had the likes of Kelly Lovu, beloved Biza, of course, Christabel, Chieza Ndururu, the wicketkeeper batter.
Hit straight to the field and covers back-to-back dot balls for Sophia Frank Jerome. For you to see any late show here, we need 2 wickets. I am neutral. Don't think I'm supporting Tanzania, though.
Oh, very good backing up there.
Intensity in the field. Volume being increased slowly here. Whichever tune you want to dance to, you decide. Do you want to dance the Amapiano or of Southern Africa, or you want to dance the bongo flavor of Tanzania?
3 dot balls are from Frank Jerome.
Gaston Iwize opting not to wear the jacket like his friend Simon Kintu.
Make that 4 dot balls are from Sophia Frank Jerome. Can this be the over you've been talking about?
Commentator's cast is always in show reel, in show time. Bob, you sometimes know how to become a doomsday preacher. 2 balls to go.
I don't want to jinx anyone here. White signal by the umpire, runner international Gaston Iwize.
She's bowling it further and further away from the bat, asking them to play big shots. But if she gets an edge, look down here. There is no protection whatsoever. That will run away to the boundary.
Cramped for room there from Sophia Frank Jerome.
The big hitting Christabel Chatonzo being asked, well, you've got power, go for it. There's no power behind those shots. Another dot ball here will make the required rate 5 per over, but only after she's bowled it. Well, she gets 1, and you should hog the strike further. We have to see Nyasha Gansuru on strike. She's on 21 from 11. Chatwonzwa, who will be facing the first ball in the next over, is on 18 from 92, but this camp will be tentative. Look at the man in green. Mr. Steve Mangongo, legendary big boy in charge of the HPC. I saw him come back into coaching duties with Zimbabwe at the African Games, the 13th edition, last March in Accra, Ghana. This is how the business has gone about for Team Zimbabwe HPC. She's on Dururu, 2 from 3. She got herself run out. But these two, they are grinding on and saying we're here to earn our stripes. Mwanamvua, Hamisi Ushanga. Flight on offer. Hit to the sweeper. Does it go all the way to the boundary? The footwork is not good. She stuck her leg out there. I was worried her tournament could have ended there. The ball hits you in the wrong area and you are out of the tournament. Well, you see that it's halfway stage. There she is trying some little footwork. Harry Maguire will not be pleased with such footwork.
46 for 1. A very good shot indeed from Christabel Chatonzwa, backing away. Flighted delivery there from Mwanamvua. 15 to get off 23. Given, of course, that they have 9 wickets, it should be a walk in the park for the HPC team here.
It's coming easier. They need teens. Brilliant from the 2 batters. The seniors showing that experience is the best teacher. You can't buy it in a supermarket or in a spa. You've got to earn it. They've mixed it well nicely. Touch and go with controlled aggression. And they're motoring on to victory.
Partnership now worth 44 off 32. I'll tell you that contribution of Nyash Gwanzura.
She's on strike now. What does she want to do? She hits it to the sweeper. And she's quick to remind her mate that we have to finish the job ourselves, not letting it for anybody else. And she's applauding her, saying, well done, well watched, well listened. Need you here at the very end. Need to be here and do the business for our country. Flight on offer. She goes downtown to Nasra Saidi, Nasoro. These shortened games become hard affairs to play. Sometimes you fall over. When you get a good start, you are unstoppable, and that's what Zimbabwe are looking like. Lost a wicket in the first over. Now, see what's happening. It's just 13 runs for victory. Again, it's easier and easier because every time you hit it to the sweeper, you're getting 1. And they're not hitting it in the air because the trap being set by Tanzania is they're hoping that they'll hit it in the air. Nyasha and Chatonzwa continue to add themselves on. Again, straight down the ground. This is smart cricket from the Zimbabweans. It's pretty showing that they are from a country that does understand the games better than the others from the associated nations. The 50 does come up for Zimbabwe. 7 overs. Super tough. They're moving at 7 per over. Need just 3.6 to win. Good crowd out here. Lots of Zimbabweans also in Kigali here in Rwanda and at Gahanga to catch the game. They love their country. We've had and seen the end of Mwanavua Hamisi and Sophia Frank Jerome. They bowled their 2 overs. Only 2 can be bowled by each bowler. Here is the legend, 35-year-old Fatuma Omari Kibasu. I share a birthday with her. I'm not shy to say that because she's a proper legend, this one. November 11th is our day. She starts with one that is very wide off the stumps, and then the fielder does the rest, cutting it off. Could have been wide if Chatonza Ngwanzura didn't throw her bat to it. 10 from 17. 2 hits away. Boundary and the maximum will do the business. Flight on offer. Misfield there. Well, it's all becoming like a mere procession to victory for Zimbabwe. Today they came up against a tricky opponent in Tanzania. Everyone thinking maybe if they fought Tanzania, then the battle for semi-finals will be wide open because they lost to Uganda. But see how they played this. Real maturity, real seniority out there in the middle from the 2 batters. Shot 77 and Shot 49 continuing to urge themselves on. They are pumped up. Looks like they could bat and bat until tomorrow. That's what she's doing. Kibasu, not afraid to toss it up, because when she tosses it up, when it pitches, it gets more turn. Also, there's a temptation for you to hit it in the air. 1 hit away. If you get a maximum here, game could be over. But 7 needed in 14, so it means it's a maximum and maybe 1 run or 2 boundaries to be exact. Let's see how Nyasha Kwanzura goes about it. In Zimbabwe, there is a famous place on the oval in Harare at Harare Sports Club called the Castle Corner. Those are the chants that do go on when players like Sikandaraza find their range. Today it's been all about Nyasha Kwanzura and Christabel Chatonzwa.
But over there from the experienced Fatma Omari Kibasu, but again, you would feel they don't have enough runs to work with.
Is that wide? Easy, not interested. It just says over. 6 more needed from 12 balls. Pressure?
And no pressure here, innocent. There you see on the scoreboard. 26 from these 2, Christabel and Nyasha Kwanzura. They've done the damage, of course, making sure they get their team over the line. They've played, of course, some quality cricket here. Are the ladies in red and black, Zimbabwe HPC team. They said, of course, they posted the 2nd highest total in the tournament, 151 against Brazil, winning by 62 runs. Of course, amping their net run rate. And this time around, it looks like they are chasing down the target without breaking a lot of sweat. Just joining us, of course, is Zimbabwe, who won the toss and decided to have a ball first. A very smart and wise decision from the captain.
Little mid-wicket conference going on there between the 2. Skipper, is he saying, is it Neema just into ball? Is it Perry Zakayo to ball? They look at each other. When Neema Justin was captain, I remember Paris was vice captain.
Two best
friends. Now it is the keeper, Shufa Hamza Mamad, saying, no, I run this town. Hold it.
Perry was there asking the wicket keeper, Nani I'm a bowler, if you know what I mean.
And she gives the ball to the lady that scored a half century.
My producer, magical
I've not seen
over here.
not seen her ball in a long while.
She has a wicket, I'll tell you. She picked up a wicket in her first game where she scored 77.
Brought on to ball and she gave it chance her arms at what she got. Never Justin Pius, still 23 years old. And well, she has been bowling. She's played 43 T20Is for her country. And she's picked up, and in 11 of those innings, she has bowled and picked up 7 wickets, the best figures of 246. Yeah, she's a bit fat bowler, officially. It's not a bad hair day, but she'll get the hair in order.
No fielder, interestingly, they are from Nema Justin Pius at the boundary ropes.
They're trying to buy a wicket here. That's what they call trying to lose respectably.
I'll tell you, with the way these two have been striking it, she will need to bowl a little bit fuller on that occasion. Oh, what a way to start either. In Nema Justin Pius. Very good skill there from Nyash Gwanzula, trying to create room to access, of course, the offside.
But she's a warrior, Nema. You should have seen her the day she scored 77. She was batting on one leg for most of the innings, and then she said to come and bowl. And she was stopping the balls with her leg, the injured leg. I was saying, what's happening to this former captain for the Tanzanians?
Down the leg side, hit along by Nyash Gwanzura. This ball going to race away to the boundary. The chase is on by Nasra Nasoro Said. They will settle for only 2 runs. She gets away with that one. His name is Justin Pius. That should have gone all the way to the boundary.
Uda Mauricio.
Just a hit away there on your screens.
4 from 10 now. Nema Nyasha. The information from the Zimbabwe dugout is clear. It says, hold up, hold it. Don't give her your wicket now. Work so hard.
54 is what the partnership between these two, just from 45. 28 from Gwanzula and 25 from Christabel Chatonzwa, the 2 experienced batters.
It's been a big partnership here. Partnership that has broken their hearts. The Tanzanian dugout is also not giving up. Tuning to say, let's take it to the last over. Everyone else will really do say, we fought and fought, but we were fighting against Goliath.
I tell you, innocent, everyone watching this live, and they would love to see this game going into the last over, needing 4 runs.
Okay, let's see what Nyasha, the big hitting Nyasha Gwanzura does. Does she find range? Nema Justin Pius.
Oh, another dot ball here, innocent.
Bob, don't get a little too excited.
I'm not getting excited.
It's not all over until the fat old lady sings. You need lady luck on your side sometimes. Nema's coming and put her over. The ball that she was bad that she bowled and kept down the line was saved for 2 because of the heavy outfield. There she goes, airborne. Oh no, Agnes Kwele couldn't do too much. They're coming back for the second. Do they want a third? No, they don't want a third. 2 runs from 6 balls now. Very good over ball by Nema Justin Pius, but bowled a little too late. Nyasha says, it's all right. It's all right. I didn't get a hold of it, but we go to some days as a cricketer, you ride your luck. And well, Lady Luck on her side. See how she has mastered 30 from 23. The Tanzanian, the Zimbabwe dugout there. Tando Mulilo, team manager, assistant coach, also in the frame there with Steve Mangongo. Steve Mangongo is sitting in a very good place there. And on each of his sides, it's got proper warmth.
For the last over of the Tanzanians, it's going to be the young Agnes Kwele. Interesting how Tanzania have found themselves in 3 close games. The 11th edition of the Kwibuka tournament. One, of course, against Team Malawi, where, of course, the target was revised by the umpires. And the second one, of course, against the Nigerians, where they picked up that big win The game that went to the last ball needing 2 runs, and that young lady Usain Peace getting the 2 important runs in her career.
Agnes Joseph Kwele, chance to run. The scores are all level now. Hit right in the 15-yard there. Hard hands, but they take the run right under the nose of Nasra Nasoro Saidi. The celebrations will start in earnest for Zimbabwe. They need something to give them joy, to find a good place to go and chill in Kigali. Today is a weekend and Tuesday will be happening. There's no dull place or dull moment in Kigali on a Saturday. Big hit out of the park. The finishing touches. Final flourish from Nyasha Gwanzura. The bear hugs do come out from the 2 senior players and the fist pumps there. They are happy that they have done the job for the team. Agnes Kwele Joseph dragging it a little short, and Nyasha has been playing like that with lots of power and precision this time round, sending her straight down the ground. And these guys there, they will buy the bar and drink everything and all the brands they can find their way. The hunger is all about Zimbabwe for the evening. It is Zimbabwe that win big by 9 wickets and 4 balls to spare in a game that has been reduced to 10 overs with the target set at 61. Handshakes all around on the park for Zimbabwe, who celebrate. But look at this scorecard. Cheers and Ndururu, the senior, running out herself in the first over with 2 runs from 3 balls. But Christabel Chatunzwa and Nyasha Gwanzura with 27 of 29 and 34 of 24 with 2 boundaries and 4 respectively, saying we don't need anyone else to bat. But the ball thrown all around to 7 bowlers. The Tanzanian lineup, tightest of them all, was that lady, former captain Nima Jason Pius, with 4 runs in her over. It came a little too late, but look at the spell board by Sophia Frank Jerome. 2 overs, 9 runs. Fun over the over. And this is how the summary does look like. Nima Jason Pius, a candidate for Player of the Match award. 52 from 59, and then none from 4 in her 1 over. Nyasha Gwanzura, another Player of the Match contender. 2 for 9 and 34 not out from 24. Christabel Chatunzwa as well, Player of the Match contender among the 3 I could pick out today. 27 from 29.